in your mind before you even go out there and play. You're better off just to go out and start things off. But I reckon it wouldn't have taken long for that thought to start to reappear when they couldn't break away from them. They knew they could probably beat them, but North Geelong, to their credit, they hung in there, and they've done an exceptional job, as I said, to get through to a grand final now. There's a couple of blokes in their side today, as I said, like Charlie Farrell. He was out there, and I reckon every time he went to the contest, he was grimacing with his shoulder.
Yeah.
So he's going to really appreciate the fortnight off, and I wouldn't even have Charlie Farrell on the training track at all until probably next Thursday night.
Yeah, maybe Tuesday for a light run. But, you say he's grimacing with his shoulder and all that, and yet he goes and does some things that people just don't consider doing. Yeah. He's got a lot of courage, that kid, hasn't he?
Exactly right. I was going to ask Tommy Swinnerton about how you feel when you run at a bloke like that. You must just feel like you're 10 feet taller, because when someone goes and does stuff like that, he's not always the cleanest player, but he does things that makes you feel like, I'm happy. You'd nearly be the first bloke you pick in the team.
Well, the thing with North Geelong, and one of the reasons they're in the finals, because Charlie Farrell's not the only bloke that plays like that. We saw Cooper. It might have been Jasper George. Would have been in the morgue with Evans if he had hit him last week.
Yeah.
Didn't deter him. Kept going back with the flight of the ball. They've got more than one. They've got a lot of kids and a lot of blokes who don't care about getting hurt. They go in 100 mile an hour, and that's one of the things that's got them into the grand final on a really low-scoring game today.
Yes, as I said, they've deserved to get to where they have been, because they've had to do it pretty tough during the course of the season. And I suppose now Rory Desnoy is the big question. Is he going to get himself up and right? And what do you do if he's 70%, 80%? Do you play him, or do you leave him out and go with some fit players that you've got in there that we know to get you through?
Does it come down to how fit is Rory and how fit is Lukey?
Yeah.
Possibly. I would think Lukey Parker with a cork, as I said, if he does the right things.
But if he doesn't, and he's 70, and Rory Desnoy is 70, that's a huge decision for Peter Riccardi to make, if it's that one.
Yep.
Because I don't know who else you're going to take out of that side. They're all fantastic.
Yeah, very tough there this afternoon. So I suppose, gentlemen, we need to sit back now and have a look at our votes for the day.
Well, it doesn't matter, because I haven't got any cards left.
Haven't you?
No.
Are we going to do votes?
Yeah, we'll do them.
We'll do them?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Do you want to start us?
Yeah.
Righto.
I gave one vote to Tommy Davis. I know Sobey fought back hard, and good credit to the boy too, but I just thought Davis was the one that got him going. He got him out of the centre. He kicked a couple of goals. He took marks in defence. There wasn't much more a ruckman could do. I thought he was terrific. I gave 2 to Sammy Lowe. I thought he was fantastic all day. I thought he played 4 quarters of footy, which I really can't pick out too many East blokes, or North blokes for that matter, that played 4 quarters. And I gave 3 votes again to Tommy Swinnerton, who I think's one of my favourites for the Whitley medal and one of the best players in the competition.
Okay, next I've given 1 vote to... I had it with John McIntyre, but Grubby's point was so convincing, I've changed to Tommy Davis, because he definitely did get the ball out of the middle for the majority of the time. I thought Sobey, as you said, Grub, he fought back hard, but I think Davis definitely got the chocolates as well. He kicked 2 goals as well, and he's pretty good with his skills around the ground as well for a big fellow. He gets down, he's got clean hands, and I like his football IQ. 2 votes. I can't believe he didn't give this bloke votes, Grub. I gave it to Jasper George. I thought he was elite down back. I think the way that you think that they're just kicking it down his throat, East, but it's the way that he reads the ball off the boot and he positions himself.
But sometimes they did kick it down.
Yeah, sometimes they did. Yeah, exactly right. But no, definitely played well, and I think, as you said, straight lines everything. He's going to be one to watch the grand final for sure. And then 3 votes undoubtedly to Tommy Swinnerton. I think even you'd see him 5-6 times, he wouldn't be able to pick up the ball. He'd be paddling it. But if he didn't pick it up and get the ball moving forward for him, he would create a stoppage. And then he'd go again, and he'd go again. And those are the type of players that you need in finals, especially here at St Albans Park. And yeah, I think he's gonna be right up there for one of the better players for them going into the grand final.
Well, I won't muck around. I've given my 1 vote to Jasper George. I thought his game, his intercept marking, is something that North Geelong probably needed to have. As I said, with O'Brien doing a job down in defence, he was the bloke that could come off his man and take the marks and do some nice work. I gave 2 votes to Paddy Visserton from East Geelong. I thought his game in defence. Yeah, he was good. Again, I don't think if he was back there, they might have scored a few more goals down in defence there, North Geelong. And the 3 votes I gave it again to Tommy Swinnerton. He's just clever. He works hard. He's probably I reckon his work ethic has got better this year than I've ever seen it before. He's always been a kid that's been able to find the footy and use it well, but he's as you said, Arch, he's not his first effort, but his second effort, his third effort to really make sure that North Geelong win a game of football is exceptional. So Tommy Swinson, my 3 votes.
Well, that's very comprehensive, isn't it?
Pretty much.
Very comprehensive.
Pretty much.
And the other votes all mixed in. They can go.
As I said, Charlie Farrell, I would have loved to have thrown Charlie
Same
Farrell.
here. I thought Izzard for a lot of the day was good, and I thought Fanning was pretty good most of the day.
I thought Fanning played a pretty good game.
Early in the game, Izzard was bringing the ball down.
Beers led votes very early in the game.
Early in the game, he was good.
I actually thought the coach Allsbrook. I thought
his first quarter.
I thought at the start of the game, that's one of the better games I've seen him play.
Well, his first quarter, but he struggled after that.
He played well against. Last week was a good game for him as well. His finals haven't been too bad for him. So
look, I've got to admit, I thought halfway through the year that obviously he can coach a football side. I thought his playing was a bit below par, and I thought he might be in for a chance to have to make a decision where he was going to play or not. But his form's improved that much that he's an automatic selection. I thought he was okay early, but he did struggle towards the end. Look, there was a lot of other blokes. Pask was a pretty good player for him today. He just got bowled over. He came back. He kicked crucial goals. There was a lot of players that had some influence on the game.
John Fazio, he was leading out of the goal square all day. And even if he I don't know how many, he might have kicked 1 or 2 goals, but he made a contest every single time and created those repeat stoppages that allowed the players such as Vaughan, and such as Riccardi to come swoop in and try and kick goals from coming.
So I think we might wind things up here this afternoon. We're back here again tomorrow. As I said, first semi-final tomorrow against Belmont Lions and the Bellpost Hill side. We're looking forward to that. As I said, it's going to be another, well, let's hope it's a great game of football. It'll be interesting just to